Hello and welcome to our fifth chapter about asset valuation and measurement. I'm happy to have you here, and that means you have mastered the other chapters and we are on the right way to learn deeper the differences between HGB and IFRS standards. Let's quickly have a look. What are our 5 objectives for today? The first objective will be to generally see how IFRS and HGB have different approaches to asset valuation. Then we will look at intangible asset valuation and measurement differences. After, property, plant and equipment valuation and measurement differences under both frameworks. Of course, it makes sense also to look how inventory valuation methods differ. And our last objective will be on impairment calculation and differences under both frameworks. If you're ready, we will move to our first objective. And this is the difference in asset valuation. Here we are going to look at 2 valuation methods, cost model and fair value model. This cost model is generally, I have put myself on the right page. Cost model is, or historical cost model, which is the same, is generally connected to HGB because HGB is much cost driven, to say it makes historical cost center of valuation, and mainly all assets are valued at historical cost. Historical cost valuation means that we value the assets based on their acquisition or construction costs, less depreciation or impairment, if any. Let's look at the advantages of such historical cost valuation methods. I don't know what's going on today with my computer. It just jumps without allowing me to... Okay, I don't know how I will go down, but maybe like slowly. Okay. What are the advantages in historical cost method? Of course, assets valued using historical cost method are reliable. This measurement basis is reliable because we have documentation for the costs and not much can go wrong. Another advantage is that we avoid overestimation of assets. You know, this is the core, sits in the core of HGB standards. Next advantage will be that we avoid manipulations. There is not much to manipulate. And of course, it's consistent approach for all assets. Let me slowly move down. And of course, historically, German standards are more prudent. That's why for almost all asset types, historical cost valuation method is used. For IFRS, that's different. IFRS allows mixed valuation approaches. In some cases, it allows you to pick between cost model or fair value model. In some cases, it requires you to apply fair value model. There is a separate standard, IFRS 13 fair value measurement, which was developed to make sure that there is a consistent basis for fair value measurements. And in that standard, fair value is defined as the price that would be paid to sell an asset or received to transfer a liability between market participants at the measurement date. In an ordinary transaction, of course. Transaction should also be an